Hi, Noah. This is Steven. I spoke to you earlier, and this is the video I said I was going to send you regarding your improving your online presence. Yeah, I was searching plumbing. I work with plumbing companies all around North Carolina, and I saw that you have a really nice website, but it's just not being found right now. And so I just wanted to go over things and give you a little bit of value. Um, Even if you don't reach out to me, that's fine. You can implement this yourself, but if it is something that you would like to work with me with, you can get back in touch with me. But I'm just going to go over 3 tips to help you with your online presence, and I'll make this as quick as I can. But I said I also want to be thorough, so I'd like to go over the 3 things. There are content, citations, and backlinks. Those are the 3 drivers for SEO, which is search engine optimization. So let's go over content. Content is anything that's on your homepage here, all the text, even the pictures. Google likes to see, generally speaking, between 1,000 and 1,500 words on a website, on a homepage. And there's good reason for that. It gives you plenty of room to actually put these buyer intent keywords that people are searching for your services. And Google gets to find, Google has these bots that they send out 24/7, and they search, and they're searching all your content to see exactly what to show people when they're searching. So, if people are searching plumber or plumbers Raleigh, NC, you want that on here exactly like that somehow. So they look at the bots, they look at all the text, but they also look at the pictures, and they, not necessarily the actual picture themselves, but whatever the picture is saved as. So that'll give you, so you could save this as a keyword too, and so they'll see that, and so you could be found for that. I've got a tool here called Ahrefs, and it's very valuable for SEO information. So let's look at this right here, this section, the search section. So in the past 30 days, your site was not found for any keywords. And so, of course, you didn't get any clicks. The top competitor, I've got a couple of the top competitors, but the very top competitor, I brought them up in the same tool here. In the past 30 days, their site was found for 121. Google found them for 121 search keywords rather, and their site was clicked on 503 times because of it. So what's really good about this tool is I can go ahead and click on their keywords. We can find out what keywords are getting the most volume, and we can get the Raleigh is a big one. That's 500. That was searched 500 times in the past 30 days. And they got 62 clicks just because of that. Raleigh Plumber, that's another one, 200. Plumbers Raleigh, Plumber Raleigh NC. As you can see, it starts adding up fast. So there's well over 1,000 searches in some form or fashion for plumbers, Raleigh Plumbers. So we just want to go ahead and get that on your site somehow, so you can start getting found on Google for that. So that's it for and so another thing before I forget. So we'd find out how many times. So if like plumbers Raleigh or Raleigh Plumber, whatever that top one was, we could find out how many times they have that on their site. So if they have it like 5 times on here, we'd put it on your site 7 times. So however many times they have a keyword on there, we're going to put it on your site more, because the more you have it, Google will just see that, and they're just gonna that helps in the rankings. So that second thing I'd like to go over are citations. To put citations into context, I'm going to pull up a search results page here. So plumbers Raleigh NC. This is one of the main search results, the keyword phrases people are searching for, for services in your industry. First things that are going to pop up are sponsored ads, or there's regular ads and sponsored ads. And if people have on their ad blocker, these aren't going to show up, and they have while they have their place, they have a relatively low click-through rate. So out of all the people that are searching for these terms, about 3%, around 3% click on ads. What I want to focus on here is this map pack. We call it the map pack. You have to have a Google business profile to rank in the map pack. Citations, well, there's many factors. Citations are the main factor for ranking in the map pack. More citations, quality citations you have, the more Google's going to trust you, the more trust you build with Google. It's citation is your name, address, your business name, address, and phone number on an online directory, such as Yelp is one, whitepages.com, yellowpages.com, Better Business Bureau. There's a ton of them. I've got a tool that allows me to see what citations these businesses have, so we can find out what they have. And in generally speaking, a business within a top 3 of a map pack, I mean, it can vary greatly, but that's an average, 150 citations. So we'd find out how many these businesses have. So say they do, the top one has 150, we would get you 250. So just like with those keywords, we beat them out in the keywords, beat them out also in the citations. So we'd get you in here. And just for context, right here, whereas what I told you up here, this is 3% of people clicking, of the people searching for these terms, 45% are clicking on one of these businesses. So that's about 50% if you divide it up evenly. So next, let's go ahead and get into backlinks. That's underneath the map pack. This is your organic Google search results. And the way Google ranks these is through backlinks. That's the main driver. So and the top spot here, on average alone, will get about 40%. So if you're able to get in the map pack and in the number one spot, maybe even, if you're in the top 3, you're doing good. But the number one spot, you're getting 40 clicks plus, whatever that 45 there. So that's a lot of clicks. So basically a backlink is when another website on the internet links back to you. So whether it be through a blog or a press release or something, it doesn't matter what. But if there's a URL, a link somebody clicks and it brings them right back to your page, that is a backlink. Google uses that as their main driver for ranking, and they use it as a popularity contest. That's really essentially what it is. This site is whatever site. Say this site is relevant, that's linking back to you, that you've got, that somebody has a link that links back to you. As long as they're relevant, they're authoritative, they get a lot of views, they're ranked high with Google already, Google will see that as them passing authority. They're like, well, if this site is already ranking high and we already trust them and they're linking back to this other site, they must be trustworthy too. So the more of those types of backlinks you have from those sites, Google's just going to start ranking you and pushing you up in those rankings, right? So the opposite is also true. If you have too many backlinks from what we call spammy sites, they're sites that aren't really even related to your industry in any sort of manner, and they're low ranking, don't get a lot of views. If you have too many of those, Google will do the opposite and they'll drop you in the rankings, right? So that's what this tool I have is also important for that. So we were in this section last time. Now let's move over to the backlink profile. So right now you have 5 backlinks. I'm not sure what type of backlinks they are, but we can go in and find out. Again, another one of your top competitors, Midtown Plumbing. Let's look at their backlink profile here. So we'll go, so here's their backlink profile. So they have 199. So just because they have more doesn't really necessarily mean that's why they're ranking high. It's the quality, right? So we can go into their backlinks, find all the ones that are, giving them authority and pushing them up in the rankings. We can reach out to those sites that they're getting the backlinks from, and in most cases get backlinks as well. So I like to do that. I like to work with clients, and we go out and find like the top 3 sites, or like in your case it would be the top 3 plumbing companies that are in the top of Google search results, and we find out what backlinks are working for them, get all those same ones, and that'll start pushing you up in the rankings. And then you don't want to stop there. Month over month, you find other authoritative sites to get backlinks from, and you just continue that. Month over month, you get more backlinks. That way you'll end up eventually overtaking that number 1 spot, and then you could stay there by consistently adding backlinks. So that's all I have for you. I hope you found value in this. You can reach out to me if you want to talk, 910-551-2006, or you can go ahead and implement this yourself and start ranking. But either way, I appreciate you taking the time out to watch this video. Thank you. Bye-bye.